Impeachment is a winner. We need to fire up the Progressive Democratic Party base. The way you do that is by putting the president effectively on trial, airing his crimes, making them the focus of the news cycle. Impeaching a criminal president is a matter of a constitutional responsibility. It doesn't matter whether the speaker thinks it's going to win or lose votes in 2020. And as an immigrant to the United States who's had the privilege of studying and teaching law at Stanford Law School, I take very seriously our founding commitments. My family didn't migrate across the world twice to be free, only so that I could watch liberty die on my watch. We're in San Francisco in Clarion Alley in the Mission District. I'm challenging Nancy Pelosi for her seat in the House representing California's 12th Congressional District. We need real resistance, and a Democratic Speaker of the House who funds the kleptocrats' concentration camps, that's not resistance, and that's not even opposition. That is enablement and appeasement. I'm not a party apparatchik. There's nothing that Pelosi can do to me. I don't have aspirations. I just have very deep frustrations. In some respects, to be honest, I'm not actually a politician. I'm an advocate who basically has grown tired of our concerns falling on deaf ears. An artist before I was a lawyer. I was a lawyer before I was a DJ. I was a DJ before I was a congressional candidate. Going to Burning Man for about 18 years altogether. I haven't gone every year, but about 10. And that combination of art, culture, politics, vision is really what concerns me, what animates me. I think of politics today in this era as a continuing process of trying to liberate, in our case here in the United States, of people that falsely think we are free. I'm all in for Bernie Sanders. I wouldn't be running for office if it weren't for Bernie Sanders, for at least two different reasons. Bernie in 2016 demonstrated both that socialism is already a majority position within the American body politic. He also demonstrated how to run a political campaign in a way that builds movements instead of sapping the energy from them. It is a generational understanding among young people that corporations are fleecing Americans, undermining the capacity for life on this planet. It's only 2% of Americans who contribute to political campaigns, so at the same time that anybody theoretically has a choice to vote among the choices, only 2% of America is choosing who the choices are. A centrist will basically be making concessions to Trump at every opportunity, whereas someone like Bernie is flipping the table. You want to hear the latest rap I wrote? Wars for profit turning rivers magenta are basically Wall Street trashing the rental. Each era's crimes compound those unresolved. Murder mysteries en masse unsolved, it's called history. Studying can solve our cycles of oppressions. We need to evolve. Species erasure driven by the insatiable greed of a culture without vegetables. Meat for every meal is unsustainable, but that's what Wall Street puts on your table. Telling lies, constructing false fables, from the Pentagon Papers to the WikiLeaks cables. There's more, but like, yeah, right on, thanks. Appreciate that. Hands on hips, what do you think? When I started college, I was 17 years old. My family had just lost our house. I went to Chicago to start college at the University of Chicago. I maxed out on the student aid that was available to me, and I still was on the street by the spring of the following year. And college for me, getting my undergrad degree, was a 10-year exercise. Making sure that anybody who wants to can go to college is a crucial part of ensuring equal opportunity. It's a crucial part to ensuring that our economy serves all of us and not just the 1%. Every day in this country, our for-profit healthcare system kills people prematurely. We pay more money to get worse health outcomes than any industrialized country in the world. You couldn't possibly design a less efficient, less just, more predatory healthcare system if you tried. The food, the music, the culture, everything. This is a gorgeous place. And I feel very lucky to have a chance to live here. I'd feel incredibly honored to have a chance to represent it. That's awesome. Corporate rule is a matter of bipartisan consensus. Corporate Democrats and Republicans agree in common, just like the incumbent I'm challenging, Speaker Pelosi, who takes money from pharmaceutical companies, who takes money from health insurance companies, who takes money from fossil fuel companies, and their votes as legislators reflect those interests. And I do think of it as somewhat ironic and also very humbling that it takes immigrants to remind America what our stated principles are. These are rights that we have effectively let wither, slip through our fingers without a fight. And one of the reasons I'm here is to remind us how incredibly important these rights are and to fight for those rights. The planet will be just fine. The question is, will our grandkids be a part of it or not? Will there be a future for human life or life period on this planet or not? And when we talk about trying to protect the planet, I fear that it kicks the can down the road. It's not the planet you have to worry about, it's your grandkids. Like, I'll bring it down to one word: food. We can't have food if we wreck the climate cycle, right? It is that simple. And when we don't have food, we die. And centrists think moderation wins because it moves to the middle and meets people where they're at. Progressives understand that a bold vision wins elections because that's what motivates people to hit the street and pound the pavement necessary to win elections.